Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a cat parent, you probably think you have a pretty good handle on your feline friends' grooming habits. They lick, they preen, they're basically self-cleaning machines, right? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on what experts have to say, and trust me, some of these truths about cat grooming are going to blow your mind. Get ready, because your view of that daily bath is about to change forever. First, let's talk about the sandpaper tongue. We all know it's rough, but do you know why? A cat's tongue is covered in tiny backward-facing spines called papillae. Think of them as nature's perfect little Velcro comb. When a cat licks its fur, these spines catch loose hair, dirt, and even pesky fleas. But here's the crazy part. Recent studies using CT scans revealed that these spines are actually shaped like tiny, hollow scoops. This unique design helps wick saliva deep into the fur, right down to the skin, for a truly deep clean. It's not just surface-level stuff, it's a sophisticated, built-in grooming tool that humans could only dream of inventing. So next time you get a loving lick from your cat, remember you're experiencing some seriously advanced biological engineering. Now here's a common myth we need to bust. Many people think cats only groom to stay clean. While that's a big part of it, it's far from the whole story. Grooming is a huge part of a cat's emotional and physical well-being. When a cat is stressed or anxious, you'll often see them start grooming compulsively. This is called displacement grooming. The repetitive, familiar action helps to soothe them, like a nervous habit. It's their way of hitting a reset button and calming their nerves. So if you notice your cat is grooming more than usual, especially after a loud noise or a change in their environment, it might not be about dirt. It could be a sign that they're feeling a little overwhelmed and need some reassurance from you. But what about when cats groom each other? This behavior, called allogrooming, is often seen as a sign of affection, and it is. But it's so much more. Allogrooming is a cornerstone of feline social structure. Cats that are bonded will groom each other in hard-to-reach places like the head and neck. This not only builds and reinforces their relationship, but it also creates a shared scent profile known as a colony scent. By mixing their saliva, they essentially create a group perfume that says, "We belong together. We are family." So when your multi-cat household is having a grooming session, they're not just being cute, they're performing a vital social ritual, strengthening their bonds and reaffirming who's in their inner circle. Let's get into something a bit less pleasant but super important. Hairballs. We all hate them. But have you ever stopped to think about what they're actually telling you? A hairball now and then, especially for a long-haired cat, can be normal. But frequent hairballs are a red flag. The expert consensus is that a healthy cat's digestive system should be able to pass most ingested hair without a problem. If your cat is coughing up hairballs more than once or twice a month, it could indicate an underlying issue. This could be anything from over-grooming due to stress, skin allergies that cause excessive shedding, or even a gastrointestinal problem that's slowing down their digestion. Don't just write it off as a cat thing. It's a signal from your cat's body that something is off and it's worth a conversation with your vet. Now for a question I get all the time. Do I actually need to brush my cat? They seem to handle it themselves. The expert answer is a resounding yes, especially for medium and long-haired breeds. While their tongue is an amazing tool, it can't always handle a thick undercoat. Regular brushing does what their tongue can't. It removes the dead, loose hair before they can swallow it, which is your #1 defense against hairballs. It also prevents painful mats and tangles from forming close to the skin. Matting can pull on the skin, cause sores, and even hide parasites or skin infections. Plus, brushing is an incredible bonding experience. It mimics allogrooming and helps you build trust with your cat. Just be sure to use the right tool. A slicker brush or a de-shedding tool can work wonders. And keep the session short and positive, especially at first. Let's switch gears and talk about water. The stereotype is that cats hate it, and for the most part, it's true. But why? Experts believe it's an evolutionary instinct. Most domestic cat breeds descended from ancestors in dry, arid climates, so they simply weren't exposed to large bodies of water like rivers or lakes. Their fur also isn't naturally water-resistant like a duck's. When it gets soaked, it becomes incredibly heavy, weighs them down, and makes it hard for them to regulate their body temperature. It strips away their natural oils and their carefully applied scent signature. So, to a cat, being drenched feels unnatural, uncomfortable, and frankly, a little dangerous. It's not just them being difficult, it's a deep-seated survival instinct. That's why most vets and groomers will tell you that bathing a cat should only be done when absolutely necessary. But what happens when it is necessary? Maybe they've gotten into something sticky or toxic. The key, according to professional groomers, is preparation and speed. Have everything ready beforehand: cat-safe shampoo, towels, and a warm, secure space. Use lukewarm water and never spray it directly in their face. A washcloth is much better for cleaning their head. Work quickly and calmly, speaking in a soothing voice. The goal is to get them in, cleaned, and out as efficiently as possible to minimize stress. And always make sure they are completely dry afterward, especially in cooler weather. A post-bath session in a warm, towel-lined carrier or a cozy room can help them feel safe and warm up faster. Here's another fascinating grooming fact. Cats use it to regulate their temperature. On a hot day, you might see your cat grooming more. As their saliva evaporates from their fur, it creates a cooling effect, just like sweat does for us. It's their own personal air conditioning system. Conversely, by fluffing up their fur, they can trap a layer of air close to their skin to insulate themselves and stay warm in the cold. This is why you should never, ever shave a cat, unless it's for a medical reason prescribed by a vet. Their coat is not just for looks. It's a complex, all-weather protection system that they rely on year-round. Shaving them disrupts this natural ability to regulate their temperature, leaving them vulnerable to both overheating and chills. Let's circle back to the connection between grooming and health. A cat's coat is a direct reflection of its internal health. A healthy cat will have a sleek, shiny, and smooth coat. If you suddenly notice their fur becoming dull, greasy, or patchy, it's a major sign that you need to pay attention. This could be one of the first visible symptoms of poor nutrition, parasites, a thyroid issue, dental pain that makes grooming difficult, or even arthritis that prevents them from reaching certain spots. A cat that stops grooming altogether, or fails to groom, is considered a significant medical concern. If your once fastidious cat starts looking unkempt, a vet visit should be your top priority. It's one of the clearest ways they can tell you, "I don't feel well." So, to wrap this all up, your cat's grooming routine is so much more than just licking their fur. It's a complex and vital behavior that intertwines their physical health, emotional state, and social life. It's a diagnostic tool, a social signal, a self-soothing mechanism, and a survival skill all rolled into one. By understanding the why behind their grooming, we can become better, more attentive cat parents. We can spot signs of trouble early, help them when they need it, and deepen the incredible bond we share. What did you find most surprising about cat grooming? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you learned something new today, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the amazing world of cats. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.